Hi Aquarius, this is Just with your August 11th general read. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So let's look at what's going on with you Aquarius. Right now, it looks like you are thinking, excuse me, you are taking time and focusing more on your finances and career. And kind of some of you who is transitioning into this new space, right? We've been talking about this for a while with Aquarius and on their journey of independence. And so you guys are thinking more about what's going to make you more money, what's going to be more valuable, what's going to set you up in a more comfortable place in life. Let's look at your home life. I see for you Aquariuses, your home life, you're making some strong decisions. And for some of you, it could be moving, making some adjustments, someone leaving the home here. What you need to do when it comes to your home, I just see decision making. Okay. And it may have not just you're not the only person to make a decision. It's you, and it's going to affect someone else in your household. Okay. So for some of you, if this is a breakup, it's, talking about that. Still dealing with someone, whether they're in the house or outside of the home, or they're about to leave the home. So there is some changes or adjustments that are coming up that you kind of have to make final decisions about regarding your living circumstances with another person. Challenge. I feel like you guys are in this space right now. You're a bit confused, okay? You're a little confused about what your next steps are going to be. Where should you put your energy, your efforts in most? And there's some fears around this whole new journey that you're on. Some of you could be second guessing, whether or not everything is going to work out for you. And if you're spending your money, effort, and time in the right direction. It seems like you kind of want new, but you are a little scared about new. Energies around those who are coming your way. You guys are going to be dealing with people who are in a transition as well, okay? But they have kind of transitioned heavily. I see Scorpio energy pretty strong here. So things that happen now, it may show up again in Scorpio season, but the people that you come in contact with, they are either going to be coming into your life for a new beginning, or they're going to help foster you from closing out a cycle in your life. Does that make sense? So these will be people that'll help you finish off a cycle in your life for you to start a new beginning, or they're coming in to help usher this new beginning with you. I also see what could be an opportunity for a new job. So congratulations on that. Speaking of job, let's look at your workplace for those of you who are employed. Employed Aquariuses. Some of you are tired of this workplace. It's a lot of drama. It's petty. Sometimes it could be, like I said, drama and unnecessary issues at work. But you kind of are taking more of a hands-off approach. You're just going to go there and try to find the fun in it, and kind of be a little bit never care about your workplace, and don't get caught up in it as well. Especially if you already have gotten caught up. It's like, okay, lesson learned. I'm just going to do what I need to do, clock in, work, and that's it. Let's look at those of you who are looking for work. I see you kind of waiting to hear back from a place where you've been waiting for quite some time. For some of you, congratulations, you are going to get this job. It's meant for you. You're supposed to have it. For others of you, you're not going to get it. And you're saying, how are you seeing that? Well, because I see the Wheel of Fortune reverse. So it may, for some of you, nothing's coming to you right now, because what is meant for you has a specific time. For some of you, your time is now. Congratulations. Others of you, you have a little more waiting to do. So don't be in your feelings about it. It's just not your time right now. Okay? I do see that. Some of you may be depending on another person. Those of you who are unemployed, you have to depend on another person. Living situations, all of that, you don't like that. And that also seems to be frustrating you at this time. And those of you who are self-employed, business looks good. Business looks good. There's a lot of blessings, especially if you just had a baby. This baby brings blessings to you. Others of you, I do feel like you will see some uptick in revenue, also traffic in your business. And there's a great opportunity for you to negotiate new business with other people as well. Good time for that, Aquarius entrepreneurs. Now let's look at love, Aquarius single ladies in love. Damn. You let go of a good thing. So there was a good thing that you had going on, but you had to let that go. I want to know why. Oh. Either because you may have felt like there was another person stepping on your toes here, ladies, Aquarius single ladies, and you had to give it up, or you felt more single in this relationship that you did partnered. So you may have felt like, well, shit, I feel single. I might as well completely be single. You're focusing on your finances and career. You're busy. Work is a focus and you are serious about your business. Some of you are going to become so busy, you're going to overwork yourself, but you will see your efforts paying off. Now, there could be someone that you reach out to, whoever this person was that you kind of had something going on with someone. You can reach out to them, but you'll realize that their energy is starting to act really funny, or you are going to start feeling like, I'm not interested in you anymore. So one of you will start to kind of disconnect. And honestly, it looks like there's going to be another person coming in. This could be that person or another person. What are you trying to do? They got a plan for you. They've been thinking about you a lot, this man. And he may come in and let you know how he feels. I do see somebody maybe trying to buy you or spoil you. You may be thinking about giving a new person a chance, or somebody old, not this other person from the beginning. Someone else that you know. You may be thinking about giving somebody else a chance and maybe seeing where that can go. But then it's like, no. There's a part of you that kind of wants new, but then there's also a part of you that hasn't completely moved on. But you are taking your time, not overwhelming yourself. You will be thinking about your person heavy, like this ex-person. But be careful about prolonging relationships, like trying to be somebody's friend. Just pay attention to the energies around you, ladies, because I just see either you really don't want this, but it's like you don't want to be completely single, or your person doesn't want it. And you're not kind of seeing the cues, like the person you like, the person you still want. You're not picking up on the cues. So I say pick up on the cues and respect your, and acknowledge yourself. I know you have respect for yourself. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying acknowledge your true feelings. I don't want you. I'm not going to just talk to you just because. Does that make sense? Because I kind of get that. But if you are still kind of going back and forth with your ex, that is going to kind of start to wither away. And it can get a little bit convoluted before it finally is done. Aquarius single men in love. You had a good thing too. Some of you have a good thing, but there's some changes here. And I feel like you may feel like, yeah, it's best for me to kind of put myself out there, but then work gets in the way and it doesn't seem like you have a lot of time. There's a fire sign woman, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, could also be a Scorpio, who you have a strong connection with. You do want to build. She likes you. Or she has feelings for you. But she may have somebody else pursuing her. Like she may already have someone. And if she doesn't, you have to pursue her. She's not necessarily going to be consistently pursuing you. And it looks like you do want something with this woman. You are stressed. Okay. You may want this woman, Aquarius single men, but there's a part of you that still is very stubborn and stuck on commitment. You're having a hard time, acquiescing to commitment. I don't know if I necessarily want to be committed to anyone. I don't know if I necessarily want to be responsible or have to answer to anyone right now, even though there's someone who has gotten your attention. You're very attracted to this woman. Very attracted to her is what it looks like to me. And you find somebody that you have a very strong connection with, but at times it seems like it's not really going anywhere, and it stresses you out more than it is something that you can see working out down the line. I don't see you letting the situation go. I see the two of you still kind of getting to know each other. So Aquarius single man, you have probably a few people, but there's a particular person who you will continue to try to learn and get to know and talk to and see where that situation is going to go. Because right now you're not 100% wanting to be responsible for someone and be committed. So you could be just taking your time. But there is a woman that you have a lot of interest in. Now let's look at Aquarius couples. You have to put your foot down with your person, Aquarius. And some of you, you may have to, like I said, put your foot down, cut them out, make some huge changes, and you're trying to stick to that, okay? Right. For some of you, this could be a lot of talk about, this is the type of thing where you have to justify where you're coming from. That's what this is. You're having to justify where you're coming from. And for all of you, what your topic of justification will be different, right? But your person may be struggling with understanding where you're coming from and what you want. And it may be, I need more time, ... or I'm ready to ... right? And you're not going to budge on that. So if they think that they're going to come in and somehow no, you're not. And you're going to stick to whatever you feel like you need to do and that you feel like your person needs to understand. Now, your person, they love you now. They do love you. You guys have history. It's like you guys are friends and lovers, You share both, one and the same. And you also have either children together or there's a past history. You know each other from long ago. You just have this connection where you feel like this is different. No, this is something different. That's how they kind of feel about you. The two of you, what you have is kind of different. But at the same time, they do feel a little bit... Your person kind of wants things their way for some of you, but they also feel a little bit uncomfortable with telling you things, sharing things with you. They also are watching you, Aquarius, so do be careful with that. They are watching you. They're paying attention to you. So if you're doing anything outside of this relationship, you're going to get caught. And I'm talking about men and women. It's definitely going to create a fight and a fallout and even a breakup. So be very conscious about what you're out there doing. If you're saying that you're working and all those things, do know that they're going to follow up and confirm that you're saying you're doing what you say you're doing. But they are very loving. They do care a lot about you. Biggest challenge in this relationship is someone's too cold, too detached, too stuck in their way. It almost seems like whoever wants the long life together and all the things, it may come across as almost manipulating. Like one person has more control over the other. So definitely some challenges with the emotional part and both being on that same level at the same time. You also have someone here, Aquarius, who is very stubborn, just like you are. They're stubborn as well. They may acknowledge the fact that you are a little too stubborn, which breaks down communication. They find it very difficult to talk to you, to open up, to understand exactly where you're coming from. And for some of you, they feel this way, like they are holding back quite a bit. And it's going to change of them holding back a little bit to like shutting down completely. You may eventually, this person is going to shut down from you completely. Someone may even feel like they don't want the other person. That's the interpretation. Do you want me or do you still want this? That's how it's going to kind of come across to one of you. I'm sorry there's so many pauses because I'm doing it live, like real time, pulling the cards and stuff like that. So that's why you see getting a little bit of pauses as I'm going to the next question. And your person, I just feel like, you have someone here, Aquarius, that just really wants this. That's what I'm saying on your part. You have somebody that really, really wants this. They want this. They want you. And they also want you to consider how they feel and what they want. They already love you. It's very clear. They love you. They feel like this relationship is everything. And they're still trying to wait to see what say you. They may feel like ultimately it's going to be up to you to decide what we're going to do here, right? The biggest challenge with you is some of you could be the type of person where once you have something on your mind, it's like nobody and nothing can change it, right? So no matter what they say or what they do, like you would just shut down and it would be very difficult to get to a place of understanding from your part, okay? From your part. But it looks like your person wants things to move forward could very well just be on you to decide what you're going to do long term if you really want this. And for some of you, it could be quite moody, so you change at times and it's very hard to read you. Okay, try to figure out, what you want. This is almost, to me, feels more like a relationship that's starting and developing rather than a long-term relationship. And if it is long-term, there may be questions about, is this still worth pursuing? At least that's how they feel you feel. You're coming across as if you're not sure if you really want to pursue this the way that the two of you have been doing it. Because every time I look at your person, their emotions are very strong, very deep, they're very clear. But again, it is what, is it worth it? That's what they're looking at now. Am I enough for you? Do you really want me? So they're starting to get in their head because they're picking up on, how Aquariuses can shut down and those sorts of things. So that's what I have for you guys. If you're interested in looking deeper and continuing the couples read, you can find the link in the description box below. All the details of what we look at in that reading is also in the description box below. You can also find the 2021 Aquarius yearly reading for the rest of this year, as well as my link to my website. Otherwise, if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Aquarius.